Well, hi, it's Car Park Keith again. Yeah, I'm at Trellis Hospital, just seen my oncologist consultant. I don't know what to do. I might burst out in tears. I feel like it. I could run round car, ripping my clothes off, shouting and screaming. Eh? Bloody hell. Relief. It's all pressure for the last, 7 months or so. Just coming off. Well, you can guess what's coming. Basically, he said, you're in full remission. It's undetectable. No signs of it anywhere. He says, there's probably micro cells floating around your body. He says, you'll never be rid. But he says, as far as we're concerned, totally undetectable. The bone scan they did of the tumours, he says, the best way, he says, the only way I can describe it, he says, because the cancer builds these tumours, and they build it with calcium. So what happens is, when you've killed the cancer, all that's left behind is the calcium. He says, so it's a little bit like having he says, Al-Qaeda having a machine gun nest. He says, they build this machine gun nest, he says, and then you kill Al-Qaeda. He says, but you're left with the machine gun nest. So, oh dear. I've been sat waiting to pick up my meds. Couldn't get them all. There's only like 1 month's supply there, and they were out of the critical one. But anyway, yeah, I could shout, scream, laugh my head off. Oh dear, you don't realise the feeling. Oh, it's like being reprieved from death sentence, I guess. Yeah. So, I don't know what to say to make it funny. Eh? Shall I go and run around and rip my clothes off, screaming and shouting? They'll probably go and lock me up. The only thing that's been sort of happening is that you probably can hear it, but I've got a real bad chest infection. And that set me off. I started to notice I was getting fluid on my ankles, so I went and saw my GP. She's giving me all these antibiotics and steroids and things for the chest. But what she said was that she wanted to take some bloods because the swelling of the ankles could be to do with my heart. If the heart stops working right, then there's a risk that you get this, I think it's oedema, I think they call it. So she did the bloods, and following day I got urgent call back first thing in the morning from the doctor, and she said that the bloods for your heart should have had no more than a reading of 100. She says, and yours is 500. She says, so your heart's been stressed, and that you're at high risk of heart attack. Oh. You get rid of one, up comes the other. So she's put me on a 14-day referral to the cardiologist. The following day I went into the surgery and had a ECG and some more bloods. So I've got bruises all over the bloody place at present. And I think what it is with the breathlessness, I've been my heart rate's been higher because I've been stressed and whatever. And of course I've been doing exercise, walking and things, trying to do it best I can. So I'm suspecting, nobody's told me this, but I'm suspecting that it's that's caused the heart to be stressed. So I'm taking it a little bit easy. Anyway, but thanks to my brother, Tony, basically she put me on iron tablets. And within 3 or 4 days, in fact, I got out to walk to surgery for my ECG, and I walked at normal speed. Whereas previously I've been sort of, like an old 80-year-old. And I walked like 3-4 mile an hour. Yeah, so my breathlessness has greatly improved, but of course I've now got this cough and chest infection, which is making me a bit weak on the lung side. So, do you like car park, Keith? I'll be getting a bit of a bloody name if I'm not careful. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say. 3 months before I'm seen again. So and the next review is going to be a video call. So it's going to be nothing happening in those 3 months, unless something starts to start to feel bad for some reason. Yeah, great. Hey, oh, that less than 0.01, I should say. The other day when I did that short, I know it was good, but I didn't realise it was, into total remission, undetectable, he said. I'll keep using those words because they feel great. Yeah. Dear me. I don't know what to say, really. It's just so fantastic. Oh, dear. I'm starting again. Relief. You can't appreciate it. Oh, dear. I could burst out into tears. Sob my heart out, I could. Yeah, I want to run around the car park ripping the clothes off. Oh, dear. Bit weird, that, isn't it? I always said I'd do this warts and all. And that's what I'm doing. Hey, other day when I said to you, about why is it my numbers aren't going up? Am I ugly? I got about 7 new subscribers. So I couldn't believe it. So one of the things I keep trying to explain to people is that when I started this, I thought, well, it's no good just me starting saying, oh, I've got cancer and blah, blah, So what I did was that I did a series before I brought them up to date, because this is it's just happened now. It's not days old. But what I did right at the start, I went back to when I was at primary school, and I did sort of 20-minute slots, a series of them. So it took probably 4 or 5 or 6. Excuse me, to bring you up to the point where I was diagnosed, or I was having urinal problems at the GP before COVID. And then, of course, eventually I brought it right up to date. So every one that I've done has literally been done, more or less the day or the day after it's actually occurred. So it's all fresh. So you get raw emotions like this. And I've done them where I've been feeling really down, and I've gone out and I've literally, I've had a rattle, complain or whatever, NHS and things. So I've tried to keep them realistic and accurate to help, other sufferers. And I try and keep it informative and light-hearted as well. Good, the bad with the good sort of thing. And I hope it works. So this is why I've always said you need to subscribe, because once you subscribe, you can go right back to like 6-7 months ago, and you can watch those early ones, and you'll begin to understand me, and you know why I'm here, laughing and joking and smiling and whatever, and sometimes crying, you know, because it sort of paints my picture, my world, you know. And you know, I hope people like it and enjoy it. Yeah, and find it useful for themselves, you know. I mean, I've met some other sort of sufferers, and shocking. Some of, you know, some individuals are just giving up. That's it, end of my life. I just want to go, you know. And you think, you know, enjoy what you can while you've got it. Anyway, right, I'm packing in there because I'm going to go and get my car washed, and then get home and give me wife a right big hug, and jump and scream and yell and cry and laugh and whatever. In terms of future ones, obviously there's now 3 months before I see a consultant. Not sure what's going to happen. It's like I always say, I'll do them while there's something to say. So, you know, if I'm feeling down or feeling happy or whatever, and I think it might help you, I'll do some others. But the one might not be as often, and plus we're due to go into Europe in 3 weeks or so for a short break. You never know. You might see me around Eiffel Tower. You might see me up Costa del Sol. Ooh, I might do one of these. Right. Anyway, me things disappearing because my hair's growing still. Don't forget, your health, your responsibility. Nobody else's. Not your wife's, not your kids, not your doctor. It's up to you. And life is a rich tapestry. Look at this. Dear God. Eh? Dear me. I'm going to start again. I can't believe it. I can't. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much for watching. Hugs and kisses. Bye now.